I am a 39-year-old adult. I grew up in a different world from today, where information and knowledge are now available with just one click. Today, I stopped for a moment in my room while the children were playing in the living room, and I asked myself,
why have I never been able to effectively learn another language?
Is it because of a lack of interest, prior knowledge, or ability? Here are some important points I need to consider. Interest. Yes, I do have interest. It may not be my top priority, but it exists. Knowledge. I have knowledge too. I finished my studies, passed exams, and built a good learning foundation that I can use. Ability. I believe this is the most important part to analyze because this is where the problem is. I may not have the ability of a native speaker, but I have the ability to think and act. So, if I can think and act, my skills in other languages, which are bad today, can improve. I always tell my kids,
do you want to be good at something? Practice. If you practice, you will get better. If you practice a lot in a sport, your effort will make you good. You may not reach the level of a professional athlete, but you will be good. If you practice to be lazy, you will be an excellent lazy person.
Hey, after this reflection, I found my problem and I need to fix it. I've trained myself to be lazy in learning other languages, especially English. Since online translators appeared, I stopped trying to understand the context first, and only then used translation to correct my interpretation mistakes. My lazy brain says,
hey man, why suffer and waste time? Just translate it. It's easier.
And since we are trained to do the easiest thing, I keep using this hack. Obviously, I don't learn, because the only exercise I am doing is improving my ability to interpret texts in my native language. Now that I realize this, I hope to change my mindset. Today, I begin my journey to fluency. My goal is not to be a native speaker, because I was not born there for that. I would have to be born again, and that is not the case. I think the idea of wanting to speak like a native, combined with laziness, has kept me away from fluency. It feels like if I don't speak like a native, like in the movies, it's not worth learning. But this is a big mistake that I don't want to make anymore. This week, I will read some texts from 600 basic words to improve my vocabulary and fluency. If you want to join me, I will leave the link to the texts below. And if you want to take this journey with me, check out this video with a technique that can boost our progress.
Do you know what basic words are? Basic words are the most common and essential words in a language. They are the words that people use every day in speaking and writing. These words include simple verbs, nouns, adjectives, and other important words like pronouns, I, you, they, and prepositions, in, on, under. In English, basic words help beginners communicate simple ideas and understand everyday conversations. Books for English learners often classify basic words into different levels, such as 300 words for starters, 600 for beginners, and 1100 for elementary level. And you? How many basic words do you think you know? What's your level?